This is Fluent English Journey Podcast.
From Speak English with Nora. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the Fluent English Journey Podcast. I'm Nora.
And I'm Ethan. How are you doing today, Nora?
I'm doing great, thanks. You know, it's a beautiful Monday morning here. The weather is finally getting warmer. How about you?
Pretty good. I had a really relaxing weekend, so I'm ready for the week. Did you do anything fun?
Oh, nothing too exciting. Just caught up on some reading and went for a long walk. Sometimes a quiet weekend is exactly what you need, you know?
Absolutely. Well, speaking of Mondays, today's episode is actually perfect for anyone starting a new job on a Monday morning.
That's right. Today we're talking about first day introductions and office etiquette. And let me tell you, this topic brings back memories.
Oh no. Do you have a first day disaster story?
Well, let's just say my first day at my previous job was interesting. I accidentally called my boss by the wrong name for the entire morning.
No way.
His name was Mark, but I kept calling him Mike. So awkward.
Ouch. That's exactly why we need this episode. Whether you're starting your first job, switching to a new company, or just want to improve your office English, this episode is for you.
And don't forget, we have a full transcript and practice exercises in the description below, so you can review everything we talk about today.
Perfect. So Nora, let's start with the basics. What's the first thing someone needs to do on their first day?
Introduce yourself, of course. But here's the thing. A good self-introduction is like a recipe. You need the right ingredients.
I like that. So what are the ingredients?
Okay, let me break it down. First, you start with your name. Simple, right? Then your role or position. And finally, a little bit about your background or what you're excited about.
Can you give us an example?
Sure. Imagine you're meeting your new team for the first time. You might say something like, "Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Chen. I'm the new marketing coordinator, and I just moved here from Boston. I'm really excited to work with all of you and learn about the company."
That's perfect. It's friendly, professional, and not too long.
Exactly. You don't want to give your whole life story. Keep it short and sweet.
Short and sweet. I haven't heard that expression before.
Oh, short and sweet means brief but effective. Like when something is the perfect length. Not too long, not too short, just right.
Got it. So keep your introduction short and sweet. Now, here's a question. What if you're nervous and forget what to say?
That's so common. My advice? Prepare a simple script in your head. Practice it a few times before you arrive. But here's the secret. It's okay to be a little nervous. It actually makes you seem more human.
That's a good point. People appreciate authenticity more than perfection.
Absolutely. Okay, so you've introduced yourself. What's next?
Greetings. And this is where things can get a bit tricky for English learners.
Why's that?
Well, there are so many ways to greet people in English. And it depends on the time of day, the formality level, and even the company culture.
You're right. Let's start with the basics. In the morning, you can say, "Good morning." This works for everyone. Your boss, your coworkers, even the security guard.
And it's pretty much safe until noon, right?
Exactly. After lunch, switch to good afternoon. And in the evening, if you're leaving the office, you can say good evening or have a good evening.
Now, what about less formal greetings? Like hey or hi?
Great question. Hi is generally safe for coworkers at the same level. Hey is more casual. I'd save that for once so you know people better. With your boss or senior managers, stick with good morning or hello at first.
That makes sense. Better to be a bit too formal than too casual, right?
Exactly. You can always become more casual later. It's harder to go the other direction.
So true. What about addressing people? Do you use first names or titles?
This is so important. In many American and Australian companies, Everyone uses first names, even with the CEO. But in other cultures and countries, you might use titles like Mr. Smith or Ms. Johnson.
My advice? Pay attention to how people introduce themselves. If your boss says, "Hi, I'm Jennifer," then she wants you to call her Jennifer, not Ms. Wilson.
Perfect advice. When in doubt, you can also just ask, "What would you like me to call you?" It shows respect and awareness.
Love it. Okay, so you've introduced yourself, you know how to greet people. Now let's talk about something that makes a lot of people nervous. Small talk.
Oh, small talk. Some people love it, some people dread it. But honestly, it's such an important skill for the office.
Why is it so important?
Because small talk is how you build relationships. It's those casual conversations by the coffee machine, in the elevator, or before a meeting starts. It helps you connect with your coworkers on a personal level.
But what do you talk about? Especially on your first day when you don't know anyone.
Great question. Let me give you some safe topics that work almost everywhere. First, the weather. I know it sounds boring, but weather is a universal icebreaker.
An icebreaker?
Yeah, an icebreaker is something that helps people start talking and feel more comfortable. It breaks the ice, like breaking through frozen water to start moving.
Nice. So I could say something like, "Beautiful day today, isn't it?"
Perfect. Or can you believe this rain? I got completely soaked on my way here. People love talking about weather.
What else is safe for small talk?
Your commute. How was your commute this morning? Or how long does it take you to get here? These are easy, friendly questions.
And everyone can relate to commuting, right?
Exactly. Another good one. Weekend plans or how the weekend was. On Monday, you can ask, "Did you do anything fun this weekend?" On Friday, try, "Any plans for the weekend?"
I like these. They're simple, but effective.
Here's another tip. Coffee and lunch preferences. Do you know any good lunch spots around here? Or where does everyone usually grab coffee?
That's smart because it also helps you learn about the area.
Exactly. Plus, it might lead to lunch invitations, which is great for building friendships. Now, let me tell you what not to talk about.
Oh, this is important.
On your first day, avoid these topics: politics, religion, salary, and personal relationships. These can all lead to uncomfortable situations.
Makes sense? Keep it light, keep it friendly.
You got it. And here's a pro tip. If someone asks you a question, answer it, then ask them the same question back. It keeps the conversation flowing.
That's great advice. So if someone asks, "How was your weekend?" you say, "It was great, thanks. I went hiking. How about you?"
Perfect. All right, let's talk about something super practical. Workspace etiquette. This is all about being a good office citizen.
Being a good office citizen. I love that phrase. What does it mean exactly?
It means respecting shared spaces and being considerate of your coworkers. Think about it. You're sharing an environment with lots of people, sometimes for 8 or 9 hours a day.
So what are the main rules?
Let's start with the kitchen or break room. This is where I see the most problems. Rule number 1, clean up after yourself, always.
Seems obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people forget.
Right. If you use a coffee mug, wash it. If you heat up food in the microwave and it splatters, wipe it down. Don't leave your lunch containers in the fridge for weeks.
Guilty. I've definitely forgotten leftovers in the fridge before.
We all have. But set a reminder to check every Friday. Your coworkers will thank you.
What about meeting rooms?
Oh, this is important. If you book a meeting room, show up on time and end on time. Don't run over if another group is waiting. And when you leave, make sure the room is clean, throw away any trash, erase the whiteboard if you used it.
What about if you need to take a phone call?
Good question. If it's a personal call, step outside the office area or go to a private space. Nobody wants to hear your conversation about weekend plans or doctor's appointments.
That's true. And what about desk etiquette, like if you work in an open office?
Open offices can be tricky. Keep your voice down when you're on calls. Don't play music out loud. Use headphones. And respect people's personal space. Don't just walk up and start talking if they're clearly focused on something.
How can you tell if someone's focused?
Well, if they're wearing headphones, that's usually a signal that they're concentrating. You can get their attention gently, maybe send them a quick message first, or wait until they take a break. Oh, and one more thing about shared spaces. If you're going to eat something with a strong smell, be mindful. Some foods are better eaten away from your desk.
Yeah, like fish or anything super spicy.
Exactly. Okay, let's move on to something really useful. Asking questions politely.
This is so important, especially on your first day when you have a million questions.
Right! And here's the thing. Asking questions is actually good. It shows you're engaged and want to learn. But how you ask matters.
So what's the secret?
Politeness phrases. Instead of just saying, "Where's the bathroom?" try, "Excuse me, could you tell me where the bathroom is?"
Adding "excuse me" and "could you" makes it sound so much more polite.
Exactly. Here are some other useful phrases. "Would you mind showing me?" Or "I was wondering if you could help me with."
Those sound really professional.
Another good one. "Sorry to bother you, but..." This acknowledges that you're interrupting someone, which shows respect for their time.
What if you need to ask your boss a question?
Same principle, but maybe add a bit more formality. "Do you have a moment to discuss something?" Or "When would be a good time to ask you about the new project?"
That's good because it gives them control over when to help you.
Exactly. And here's a pro tip. If someone is helping you, always say, "Thank you so much for your help," or "I really appreciate your time." A little gratitude goes a long way.
So true. All right, let's talk about something everyone needs to know. Email etiquette.
Oh, yes. Email is such a huge part of office communication, especially now that so many people work remotely sometimes.
So what are the basics?
Let's start with greetings. For formal emails, use "Dear Mr. Johnson" or "Dear Sarah." For less formal emails to coworkers, "Hi Tom" or just "Hello" works fine.
What about starting an email if you don't know the person's name?
Good question. You can use "Dear Hiring Manager" or "To whom it may concern" for very formal situations. But honestly, try to find out the person's name first. It's always better.
Makes sense. What about signing off? How do you end an email?
There are lots of options. "Best regards" or just "best" is probably the most common for professional emails. "Sincerely" is more formal. "Thanks" or "thank you" works well if you're asking for something.
What about cheers?
"Cheers" is more casual and common in British English. I'd say it's fine for coworkers you know well, but maybe not for your first email to your new boss.
Fair enough. Any other email tips?
Yes. Keep your subject line clear and specific. Instead of "question," write "question about Friday's meeting," and proofread before you send. A quick email full of typos doesn't look professional.
That's such good advice. I always read my emails out loud before sending important ones.
That's a great strategy. Okay, last topic for today, responding to invitations.
This is something people stress about. Like, what if someone invites you to lunch but you're busy?
Exactly. So let's break this down. If someone invites you to lunch and you can go, it's simple. "That sounds great. I'd love to join you. What time?"
Easy enough. What if you can't make it?
Then you politely decline but show appreciation. Try something like, "Thanks so much for the invitation. Unfortunately, I have another commitment at that time. Maybe we could do it another day."
Oh, I like that. You're saying no, but you're also suggesting an alternative.
Exactly. It shows you're interested, just not available right then. Another way to decline. I really appreciate you thinking of me, but I'm swamped with work this week. Can we do a rain check?
A rain check? What's that?
Rain check means postponing something to another time. It comes from baseball. If a game gets rained out, you get a rain check to come back another day. Now we use it for any time we want to reschedule something.
Cool! So can we do a rain check means, can we do this another time?
Exactly. And people use it all the time in casual conversation. Sorry, I can't make drinks tonight. Rain check?
I'm going to start using that. What about after-work events or parties?
Same principle. If you want to go, say, I'd love to come. Thanks for inviting me. If you can't or don't want to go, be polite. Thank you so much for the invitation. Unfortunately, I have family plans that evening.
You don't have to give a detailed excuse, right?
Nope. A simple, I have other plans or I'm not available is perfectly fine. You don't owe anyone a detailed explanation.
That's good to know. It takes the pressure off.
Exactly. All right, we've covered so much today. Let's do a quick recap of everything we talked about.
Great idea. So first, we talked about introducing yourself. Keep it short and sweet. Name, role, and a bit about your background.
Then we covered greetings and how to address people. Start formal and follow the company's lead. When in doubt, ask what people prefer to be called.
We talked about small talk. Safe topics like weather, commute, weekend plans, and lunch spots. Avoid politics, religion, and salary.
Workspace etiquette was next. Clean up after yourself in shared spaces, respect meeting room times, and be mindful in open offices.
We discussed asking questions politely using phrases like, could you and would you mind? And always show appreciation for people's help.
Email basics. Use appropriate greetings and sign-offs, clear subject lines, and proofread before sending.
And finally, responding to invitations. Accept with enthusiasm, or decline politely and suggest alternatives.
You know, Ethan, I think the biggest takeaway from today is that being polite and considerate goes such a long way in the office.
Absolutely. And remember, everyone was new once. People understand that you're learning, so don't be too hard on yourself if you make mistakes.
That's such an important point. Your coworkers want you to succeed. Most people are happy to help if you ask nicely.
So true. Now, we want to hear from you, our listeners. What was your first day at work like? Did anything funny or embarrassing happen? Let us know in the comments below.
And if you're starting a new job soon, tell us. Which of today's tips do you think will be most useful for you? We love hearing from you.
Don't forget to check out the transcript and practice exercises in the description. They'll help you review all the vocabulary and phrases we used today.
All right, everyone, that's it for today's episode. Thanks so much for listening to the Fluent English Journey podcast.
Keep practicing, keep learning, and remember, every conversation is a chance to improve your English.
We'll see you in the next episode. Take care.
Bye for now.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my other videos to keep improving your English. See you next time.